Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't trying to go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Peace. Welcome back to another episode of the Urban X Podcast. Thank y'all for joining us here on a Monday. Okay, we're your hosts. I'm Malcolm, the artist formerly known as the Black Dot in the flesh. With you guys, what's good?
In the building, in the flesh. It is a pleasure to be here.
What
with
is
you guys?
Good, everybody.
Hope everything is all well with you guys on a Monday.
You know what? For the people who just came in here live, thank you for hitting the like button. It's 400 of y'all already.
It's 400 people in here
already, and y'all
Jeez,
hit the like
it must
button.
be a slow Monday. Like we need Urban X to get to it. God, jeez, I didn't even say hi to the people in the chat.
Thank y'all for being here though, and for the people who are listening because they listen on Friday. On Tuesday, Wednesday. We appreciate y'all for being here as well.
No, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? The replay gang, y'all are appreciated as well. So, what's good? How was your weekend?
Weekend was good, man. Nice and quiet. Just catching up on these orders.
Oh, yeah, yo.
And want to thank everybody, all jokes aside, for the support that you continually show us. It's important to us, especially during the month of February. This is our, sort of giveaway, but because, and I know it got a little annoying with text messages and emails. We are independently funded by you, by the people. There is no extra funding. Every now and then somebody like Chanel may fund us with a little help and this and that, and people who do commercials, but we don't get no other funding to do this. And we have an extensive operation here.
We do.
I think you guys, we need to do a real behind the scenes, because I want to turn this into a hidden museum anyway. Charge people a few dollars, to come line them up at the door. Slow down, everybody, just chill. We'll let y'all in 5 at a time and see, because we got pictures on the wall, too, of historians.
Yeah, thanks.
And this is like a little mini, we call ours the mini museum.
Exactly.
And you can come through, then you go through the shop, don't touch nothing. This is where the magic happens. We can kind of do something.
Take pictures in the podcast.
Take pictures in the podcast and see, wow, this is it, y'all, And we could make a few extra dollars by doing that, but we're not there yet. Right. So what we're trying to say is we truly thank you for your support. We're not going to bother y'all no more. Not right now.
Not right now, but we definitely appreciate it.
But it is an extensive operation with multi-cameras, lights, action, just a lot of stuff that goes on here, because we really want to bring you the best podcast experience that we can. And so every time you buy a hat, it supports us.
Absolutely. We appreciate it. This is show 459.
459. Let's clap that up.
Okay. And the super chats, thank you so much for the super chats as well. Those support the channel. They'll support us as well.
Oh yeah. Definitely the super chats, get in there and put a little something in, and all of that stuff It adds up, and it does make a difference.
Yeah, I was going back to some of like our early episodes. Right? So actually March 17th, 2018 was our first like announcement that we were going to start a podcast. Like that wasn't the first episode. That was like the first like we just went live.
Okay.
To test it out, you know what I mean? That was March 17th, 2018. And then the first episode, I believe, was the 22nd of 2018.
Okay.
That was episode 1.
So we're coming up on that time.
Yeah.
Wow. And that's going to be, what, 5 years? Or do we call that 6 years?
Yeah. I guess 6 years. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But we appreciate it all, and thank you, and thank you for the support. Also, I'm going to give a shout out to
Henry Munoz.
Yes. Congrats on your daughter being born.
His daughter is being born, the third of 4 children, or their 4th child, born on 3/3. I love it.
Yes.
All of my wife's children and herself have birthdays connected with the number 3. Her birthday, this son, and my youngest daughter each born on the 3rd. My oldest daughter born on the 25th. Okay, 2/5. 2 take away 5 is 3. Okay, so we want to congratulate you and your wife on a beautiful bouncing
baby
son.
Girl.
No, my wife just gave birth to my 3rd son.
Oh, son.
Son. So
congrats
there. Yep.
And anything else?
We running another sale? No. That's it. God damn it, you Black Dot.
Yeah.
No, that's pretty much it, man.
Thank you guys for the super chat. Blood Money, he said he just purchased a Woke But I Take Naps shirt. That was like one of our original designs.
Yeah, I think that was our #1 flagship design for a while.
Yendes, thank you.
Thank you, Yendes, always.
Maestro, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And Darnell, appreciate you. All right?
Appreciate you so much.
Let's do a quick roll call, and then we're going to get to some stuff.
Okay, let's do that.
Right? So, I see St. Louis. I saw Madison, Wisconsin in the building.
Okay.
Racine, Wisconsin. Okay, we everywhere.
Okay, we everywhere.
Dayton, Ohio. Who else? Rochester by way of Cleveland. Okay, Naptown, Baldwin, New York.
Okay.
Philly, Houston.
Cincinnati in the building. Sacktown.
Bama, Alabama, New Orleans. Salt Lake City was good. Bahamas.
Mississippi, South Africa.
Brooklyn.
All right, Texas.
Houston, South Africa, nice.
Clearwater, Cali in the building.
I saw LA tapped in, was good.
Toronto, yes.
B-More, Milwaukee. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all.
Dallas, Texas. Thank you so much for everybody in the building. Rocking with the Urban X Nation.
Let's get to some stuff.
That's a dope shirt you have on.
Yes, this is nice.
I'm not selling it, but I'm saying.
It's available.
It's available, but it is nice.
Justin born Wilmington, Delaware was good.
Yes.
Austin, Texas. Let's get some stuff, man.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, what do you want to get into first?
It's your show, son. I'm the co-pilot here.
Okay, so what I wanted to get into was just another victory for the conspiracy theorists.
Okay.
Another victory, okay? Because apparently the CDC had just come out and said that now it's official that you can start to treat the vid like the flu.
Well, that's good news, Malcolm. Because now you could go take your ass back to work.
Yeah, you don't even have to quarantine for 5 days anymore. All that stuff. And I don't know if you guys remember, right? But think all the way back to the year 2020. It was dark times, right?
Dark times.
And, you know, when the initial lockdowns happened, a lot of people were scared. We were up here questioning ourselves. I was saying it as well, like, what the hell is happening? Mm-hmm. And then as time, you know, went on, as we went outside and wasn't bodies in the street, I didn't see a bunch of ambulances racing up and down the street. I didn't see none of that. When I just saw, like, you know, people outside, I just started to, you know, see that it wasn't as dire as they were telling us. And then a lot of people said, yeah, I think this is just a really strong flu, right? And then the flu numbers were oddly non-existent that year.
Non-existent.
During, like, you know.
Right. Flu almost, it vanished.
It vanished. That was weird, Right?
That's weird. Yeah.
However, when you went on the news, when you went on social media, if you said anything like that, you were branded a conspiracy theorist. You were branded a
Anti-vaxxer.
Anti-vaxxer, COVID denier, MAGA, Trumpster, all of the things. And now the CDC is coming out and saying you can treat it like the flu.
Yes. Now, on a more serious note, people lost their jobs.
Yeah.
People lost their lives.
Yep.
People lost their livelihood. People were so stressed. It was so much going on, right? And now you're gonna tell us it's all good,
Yeah.
that we could live our lives
Forget what just happened.
nothing happened.
Yep.
Even the doctors during that time was saying there's something called herd immunity. And herd immunity means, yeah, everybody gets a little sick. Our body makes the necessary adjustments over the course of time, and it is what it is. So they're trying to cover themselves with that.
Yeah.
But saying during that time, oh, you couldn't do that because this thing was killing people. Still be careful with the language on here.
Absolutely, sincere.
Oh yeah, of course, sincere, of course.
We still gonna be covert.
Yeah, and how we move
discuss
about
this.
it.
Yes.
But just think about how many people's loved ones went to the hospital and they couldn't go with them.
Funerals.
Funerals,
On Zoom.
bodies that they just dumped. People who thought about, damn, I really shouldn't do this, but I need my job to kind of put food on the table. The whole psyop in itself was so powerful, and so many people made money.
Oh yeah.
They said Bill Gates made $500 million. He invested $50 million in one of these companies, let's just say allegedly. But they've been following the money. It was the biggest wealth transfer in the history of mankind.
Of the world, yeah.
Of the world.
Yeah.
Right? And now you're going to tell me it's all good, man.
Yeah.
Just go back and live your life.
Yeah.
After Nana and all of these people are no longer here. And it's a sad situation because they take no responsibility for anything.
And you got to think about the psychological effects it's had on people,
Yes,
bro.
this is what I mean. Listen, it was tough, man.
Like your people, first up, there were people who were beefing with their families,
Yes.
right? Then there were people who were actually scared. I have some real actual hypochondriacs in my family
Yes.
who were actually physically, scared of
Yes.
going outside, or scared of human contact with people. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Think about that. You know what I mean? Y'all couldn't come to the hospital when Nova was born.
Yes. And not only as grandparents, but as just family members, that's something you look forward to. Looking through that little glass or whatever. For those of us who go into the hospital and go, yo, that's him? Your little tears flow. And so much that went into all of this stuff. And it created a weird space, bro.
Yeah.
And everyone was affected by it. Even the people who didn't go with the jab. We still were affected because you have family members looking at you like you were crazy.
Yeah.
And ready to go at you because you're not understanding what this means. And so it was very, very traumatizing. It was a very, very traumatizing time.
It was. Like, it seriously was. Again, and we talked on the last episode, Dr. Phil's new book, We Have Issues. He talked about sending kids back into those homes when they were getting abused
Yes.
and stuff like that. The lockdown's hurting kids more than anybody, right?
Yes.
Lockdown, it was crazy, man.
It was crazy. And
was
now
crazy.
it's going to be called the footnote.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had to view my uncle's funeral online. Yeah, just all kind of stuff. And, and then you had the ones who lost somebody during that, and they're in their feelings because it was real.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was real. All of this stuff is real, but it wasn't on the level that you thought it was. And I think now even you will have to accept that Nana had diabetes, and Nana went into them hospitals, and them hospitals, like I told you before, the murder that was taking place
Allegedly.
in those hospitals with those ventilating machines and Rendera's fair, whatever it was, and all of them drugs that they were putting people on caused massive deaths, man. And they even showed you on the death certificate what they was doing to hide these numbers, and you survived it. So I'm trying to take a positive angle to it now. For those of us who survived it, we have a lot to be thankful for, but we can't let our guard down.
And I hope, as a society, as a people, we see this as a learning experience of what the media can do to us, just turn each of us against each other. How fear literally can move everybody, like, just down the direction that they want to go to, right? Like, people were literally not thinking straight. A lot of people, I had my moments too, like during the beginnings of it, like, yo, what the hell, right?
Yes,
and then
of course.
you come back, you get your bearings and you come back to it. But like, I just hope that this is a learning experience for people, that the same thing could happen if you give too much power away.
Yeah, well, it's been going on in this country. They have a law. I forget the name of the law. You know what it is. In fact, Obama put it in where they can actually use propaganda against their own people. People in the chat know the name. They'll give me the name of it. To be able to use propaganda against your own citizens, that's a form of warfare.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We saw it during 9/11. You can say what you want to say. You know what I'm saying? But in that moment, you couldn't tell people we were not under terrorist attack. You could not tell people that. And now you look at it and go, what? The story is so bizarre that you look at it now and go, there's no way we humanly believe that.
Yeah.
And we did. I remember just 4 years ago, the lines of people standing in line to get the vax on their own volition.
Yeah.
There was no machine guns out there.
Because somebody in the comments just said, like, oh, people should sue. I'm like, they can't.
You can't, because they made you sign the waiver before you took the gibbity. So you cannot, and that was the pharmaceutical companies securing the fact that they would not be responsible for the results of something that not even they knew what it was. Yeah. But that's what when you go get a prescription, do you read half that shit?
No.
Dude, it's so long. And it's so much, it could just be goddamn ibuprofen. But the list of stuff that's in it and the dangers that could be in it are so vast. Yeah. You go, you know what? Let me just work with what I got. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so they do this to protect themselves, because people would be suing left and right. Yeah. You know what I mean? So they insulate themselves. Vanguard, shout out to Steve Canal, who hit me with,
hit me too.
Vanguard and BlackRock own everything.
And so those are the two. There's one more, State Street. That's like three. They're like in third
and they
place.
all got stock in each other. So it's hard to take each one of them down because they all intertwine.
And I forget one of those companies, I think it's Vanguard. You don't have to know who's on that board.
Got you. Jeffrey Mack, thank you. Never went to church without an offer. It's only right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Reverend Dot and Malcom. Yeah. And so they own the media, they own transportation, they own the food, and there was something else. You can't win.
And in media. Or you said media,
transportation, food, and there was something else. Housing. Yeah. They definitely own that. Yeah. So you can't win. You are feeding the very people who are oppressing you. And I said that years ago, and people looked at me crazy. It's James Todd, who was an ex-Satanist, who broke down a lot of the music industry rituals and witchcraft that goes into the master copy of a lot of stuff. He said there's nothing you can purchase in this country where you're not supporting the Illuminati or the very people who are oppressing you. And Vanguard and BlackRock and State Street are all a prime, and that's the stuff you can see. Yeah. Remember, we live in a parallel universe. When you want to know about the unknown, you study what you know. Think about the things you can't see of equal power, because real power is unseen. It doesn't want to be noticed. A. Ralph Epperson's book in your library, The Hidden Hand, speaks of that. The stuff you see is to give you a reference point where you can direct your energy at, even if you even do the research.
Yeah.
But the shit you can't see?
Because
Oh my
I feel
God.
like people recently really discovered like how far BlackRock goes up and,
Yes.
and Vanguard goes up, like recently, like
Yes,
the last
and
like 4 years.
And I think that's only due to the fact we are in what we call the awakening.
Yeah.
So that by nature, there's a plethora of information that's just readily available to us now. If you choose to study, like Chuck D said, don't be dumb with a smartphone. A lot of this stuff, and you got to take a lot of that at face value. But at least you can get some reference points if you just choose to go down a specific rabbit hole to find out who's governing your life.
Yeah.
Most people don't care because it's too much hard work to know who's governing. I just want to live my life, go party, have a good time, and you know what I mean? But for those of us who are concerned about that, remember, knowledge is one thing. That, as I always say, knowledge, but knowing you can't do nothing about it.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Yeah.
That's what
that'd drive you
causes
crazy.
stress.
Yeah.
Forget the fact that it's there. I know about it. So what I know about it? So
Yeah.
what I know about 9/11?
Yeah.
What can I do about it? I gotta take my shoes off at the fucking airport,
Yeah.
like everybody else,
Yeah.
and I gotta wait in line.
Yeah.
This whole COVID shit, all bullshit. I still gotta put the mask on until I sit down and eat my food, and then put the mask back on when I stand up, and still comply.
Yeah.
So knowledge is cool. That's great. If you can't do nothing about it,
Yeah.
it's a very frustrating thing. And that's where we at in this time. And so we have to find ways to do something. Do the best you can and can control what you can control. That's all I can really say in reference to that. But it is sad that just 4 years ago, this was just 4 years ago, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
We thought the world was gonna end, some of us. We lost loved ones, we lost friends, we lost elders, we lost teachers. A lot of people lost jobs. We lost respect. We lost our dignity. We lost a lot, bro. And then they just flipped the page, and now they're on to whatever's next. You know?
Yep.
Very sad situation.
Absolutely.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, Nature Boy, he used to be on YouTube. I did not watch Nature Boy.
I was not a follower of Nature
I
Boy.
did not watch him. I did not know anything. I would see weird clips, but that was the extent that it went. But apparently, the other day, he got sentenced to life in jail without the possibility of parole.
I heard.
Okay, so I'm gonna read some of this article. So DeKalb County, Georgia, judge sentenced alleged cult leader LGO Bishop to life without parole plus 10 years after a jury found him guilty of rape and other charges on Friday. The 40-year-old, known as Nature Boy, is the alleged leader of the Carbon Nation group. He was arrested April 2022. A grand jury indicted him of 5 charges, including rape, in July of 2022.
Yeah, I mean, he's been incarcerated for a while, while the actual verdict came down.
Life without parole, goddamn.
Life without parole. Ani Asori was saying that there was some white women involved.
Okay.
That's what he speculated. I'm not sure about all the details.
Okay.
Which also may have played into the sentence. And and so another occult leader, or one who subscribes as, because they called him, according to some members, their God.
Yeah.
And so we are all gods in our own universe. Spiritual people don't go to jail. I'm going to say that again. Spiritual people do not go to jail. Now, there are exceptions to the rule where so-and-so may have got caught up, but what I'm trying to, and when I say spiritual, I don't mean I read more books than you and I wear more crystals than you, and therefore I'm spiritual. Spirituality has nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
Right? You being in sync with the universe in your universe. I want y'all to pay attention to what I'm saying here. So you don't do wrong. You don't bother nobody. You don't impede on anybody's spiritual path. You don't violate anybody through grape and other, things. You There are mailmen who are highly spiritual, who are in tune. They love nature. They love themselves. They love family. They're not even in the resonant frequency of prison. So these people go through their whole life, and the vibration of prison don't even match with anything they're doing, right? So whenever you see these cult leaders or big leaders and they all wind up in prison, it's because they were violating, in my humble opinion, some spiritual laws, you know what I mean, and left them uncovered. And being uncovered, I'm going to my nose again.
My mother called me about this.
Because I'm doing cocaine.
She said, like, tell your dad to stop dicking up his nose. Because she was even having a problem when she was watching the show.
She was having problems?
Yeah, come on, man.
She was?
Yeah, stop.
Really? Okay.
Goodness.
All right. So,
You're going to wash your hands on commercial break, too.
yeah, come on,
Stop it.
Come on, man. All right. Okay. And so, these people, they don't go to jail.
Yeah.
The ones who do, the ones who violate, who you putting up on these, because look at them, a lot of them.
Yeah.
I don't have to name them, you know. Why do they all wind up in prison? And don't tell me because the government was trying to get them because they was teaching you something they wasn't supposed to be. You believe that shit? You believe that shit? Believe what you want to believe. Real spiritual people, they don't go to prison, right? Because they're not trying to get something or manipulate people or take anything away from people. They're on their journey, and it could be the mailman, it could be a teacher, but mostly common people in life. Now, Dwayne, does that mean somebody can't get caught up in something? Of course. But overall speaking, it's always the ones who are violating some spiritual laws. And I told, when you violate children in any capacity, when you take the innocence away from children and anybody else, you know what I'm saying, for your gain and sake, it's nothing spiritual about that. It's nothing spiritual about selling drugs to your people. It's nothing spiritual about killing anybody for damn money and if it ain't in sell. It's nothing spiritual about any of that stuff. So these people you holding up on these pedestals have no spiritual protection, but they do have a whole different protection in which they take oaths to, which protects them in certain instances. But when they violate that and you get caught out there, next thing you know, you find yourself doing 25 to life plus 10.
Yeah, that's crazy. So these are the counts. So Grape, he was found guilty. Count 2 was false imprisonment. He was found guilty. Count 3 was prohibition on nude or sexually explicit electronic transmissions. Don't know what that means.
That means he was sending nude pictures of his ex on the internet. And from what I understand, it was one of his other subordinates who did that, or so they claim.
Count 4 and 5 were the same thing as well. So yeah.
Yeah. So these are the charges, and again, my only thing with him was, and I just made fun of it at the time. They was calling themselves like Nature Boy, but he was coming out of the woods to go shopping for groceries. And I thought that was funny. You know, I just thought that was funny when you're supposed to be living off the earth.
Yeah.
But we're going to go shopping in the supermarket. Yeah. And it doesn't require a lot for you to get a small following of people to follow you and believe anything you tell them. It really don't. You just got to say some slick stuff, have a charisma about you that people believe in and whatever, and they will believe that you are their God.
Yeah, I saw. I watched that. I think I told you that documentary, Twin Flame, and it was basically that basically became a cult. And what he did was, it was another documentary that was on HBO at the time about cult leaders, and he had his followers watch it, and say, "Okay, watch that and figure out how I'm not a cult leader." Like, you know, and then they watched it and they were just like, "Yo, he fits."
Every criteria.
Everything. And then that's when they kind of like, the spell got snapped out of them. Like, okay, this is a cult.
Yeah.
So, interesting.
Very interesting. And it starts with 2 or 3 people, and you bring more people in, because our people have a tendency, we want to believe that somebody is here to help us.
Yeah.
We want to believe that there's somebody greater than who we are, who can lead us. When the truth matter is you got to lead yourself.
Yeah.
You have to be, within self. And so there's service to self and there's service to others. And service to self is using people to hoist you up and benefit. Dude, we celebrate drug dealers. Just think about that.
Yeah.
In our community, we celebrate goddamn people who commit crime and talk about killing us, and people who sell us poisonous products because they have a better house than you have, which is all stuff that they can be rewarded to kill you. Just call it what it is.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And if people don't want to call it what it is, then what are we talking about? You know what I mean? And I saw, what's the rapper, LeRae? What's his name? The independent guy. LaRussell. And he had a very good point when he said, when you enter into someone else's house, you play by their rules. You're not going to come in my house and tell me how to do business. So every time we enter into Hollywood or the music industry or the fashion industry, that is their domain. They set it up.
Yeah.
So you play by their rules or you build your own house.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let nobody come in my little house and tell me how they should do things. And so until you build your own, you're going to have to continue to deal with the craziness that we're dealing with.
What do you say?
Big Meech is coming home. There's going to be a huge celebration. Nothing against Big Meech, but just think about the mindset.
Yeah.
How much cocaine he moved up and down. Now, you could use the term free will. It is your free will. You didn't have to do the cocaine. And if we want to get into a technical synopsis, we didn't have to do any of this stuff. We didn't ask to goddamn be here, but we're here. So we have to stop insulating these situations and then making excuses.
Because we make excuses on who we like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's really the fact of the matter. And that's everything. Politically, socially, whatever. If we like them.
Cognitive
Yes.
dissonance.
Yes.
And it's going to be a huge celebration. It's going to be cars all up and down the street when he come home because he's so dope. That's the end of that. I ain't got nothing else to say about that.
Real quick, what do you say to the people who feel like life without parole was a harsh sentence? Because some people in the comments are like, still life? Like, I don't know the laws of Georgia.
Okay, if he actually violated children, then he should have life without parole. I'm sorry.
I agree.
I'm sorry.
I agree.
You can take it any way you want to take it. Life without parole. Let him get violated up in the prison now, so he can get retribution of what it is. This is what I'm saying. You got to have clear lines, because there is no. Had he killed somebody, and I could say, well, maybe that was self-defense. You really don't know the situation. I could look the other way. When you deliberately, you know what I mean, do something of that magnitude.
I agree.
Right? Now, if it's just you and your girlfriend had something, you put some pictures up, that might be extreme. But we're talking grape.
Yeah. Yeah.
Among other things. And usually if there's grape, think about all the times you didn't get caught. When they catch a pedophile, if he don't openly or she don't openly admit to all the cases, dude, you got caught today. How many people did you violate along the way?
Yep.
You know what I mean? And so for him, Polite, the list goes on, Dr. York, the list goes on of those who were greatly accused of doing something. Nope, I ain't buying it. I'm not buying none of that shit. And ain't nothing you can say to convince me that these were great exalted ones who happened. The government don't have to go through all of that to put your little puny ass in jail. They can literally just run up on you, put a gun on you, and send your ass up the river. They literally can do that. You know how powerful this government is?
Yeah.
So why go through the extreme of creating these extravagant stories and have 50 witnesses come forward who say, yeah, he violated me? Why? You know how much court case money they don't have to do? They send black men up the river for less. They don't have to do all of that. So I'm not buying any of it. I don't care who your leader is. I ain't buying it.
All right. Let's get to some more stuff.
Yeah.
And that's that on that. So, some lighter news. Congrats to LeBron James.
All right.
First player in NBA
history
to hit 40,000 points.
40,000 points.
That's a lot of points. And then I'm looking at the next active player who's like on that list. And I think it's KD with 28,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, sheesh.
That's a long way off. This is what I'll say before we get into the steroids and all that. Talk about that shit too. Well, we got to talk about it. For him not to be known as a scorer.
He's pass first.
He's always been pass first.
Yeah.
Right? For him not to be, that's a level of consistency that just says, I'm big enough and strong enough to get buckets. He wasn't, see, Jordan was a scorer.
Yeah.
Now, Jordan could rebound and defend. I'm not saying he couldn't, but he came in the league like, this is about buckets. Allen Iverson, buckets. You know what I'm saying? KD, buckets. And that's what they were known for. LeBron was more connected to Magic Johnson, who, in my opinion, was the best player I've ever seen in my life. You know, my favorite player is Dr. J.
Yeah.
But the best player I saw get on the court and make everybody around them play harder, defend, and make sure everybody got touches was Magic Johnson. At 6'9" point guard, I had never seen nothing like it.
Yeah.
Right now, there were greater scorers. The most dynamic, graceful play I've ever seen was Michael Jordan. You know, if you watch his stuff, left hand, right hand, off the dribble, this, that, but there were levels to everything. The most dominant player was probably Wilt Chamberlain. In his day. I mean, come on. Right? So there's levels. So for LeBron to come in not known as a scorer, his mentality is team first. His mentality is hardwired, and he get a lot of flack because he ain't a killer. Well, that wasn't his job. So for him to reach 40,000 is a level of consistency that says he's been around a long time. He don't get credit for going to 10 finals. Yeah, he lost 6 of them. Do you know he was only favorite in 3 out of the 10 finals he went through?
Wow.
His team.
He
was only favorite to win 3 of the goddamn 10. Michael Jordan was favorite to win them all that he was in. He clearly was the best player on the best team. And so when we think about all of that, it is a congratulations there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It means that you were consistent at what it is you do. I did 459 podcasts as of today. That's a level of consistency.
That's consistent, yeah.
You say what you want to say.
What's that pitcher's name? And they every year they bring up a stat like a pitcher would have to strike out.
Nolan Ryan.
Yes.
Nolan Ryan, you would have to have 250 strikeouts
for 22 years.
For 22 years straight.
Yeah, and you still would be behind him.
And you still would be behind Nolan Ryan.
So because people on TikTok were saying like there's certain records that are just eventually will get broken. They said that's never going to get broken.
Never going to be broken. He threw 220 pitches in a game once.
That's crazy.
In one game. He averaged goddamn 10 strikeouts. Even when he was an old dude, he still was throwing heat.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? And so kudos to LeBron on that end. For what it's worth. It means you've been around a very long time. So kudos to that. Yes?
But now,
there's been more and more speculation now that there is. We get Leslie in here.
Allegedly, yes.
Steroid use in his life. The whispers are getting stronger now. Now, some of the whispers I take with a grain of salt is former players, and I think they're hating.
Okay.
You know, because come on. You came in with LeBron. You partied and bullshitted.
Yeah.
He took 2 weeks off after every finals.
Yeah.
2 weeks off to spend family time.
Yeah.
And then he went back to work. You partied, your body broke down. He invested millions of dollars in cryotherapy. And so we can't take that away from him either.
Yeah.
He made some investments that no other players made because he realized my body is my temple.
It's my money.
And it's my money source here. So the longer I can keep my body in place, the longer I can stay around and give myself an opportunity to do what I do. So I don't want to take any of that away from him. But there has been rumors lately that there is some, steroid use to some degree. And again, if it is, prove it. You got to prove it.
Yeah.
Because I said years ago Michael Jordan was on steroids.
You were one of the first people I heard say that. Yeah.
Spirit said no. He had one injury his whole life.
Yeah.
And that was sort of in his rookie year when he broke his foot.
Yeah.
He ain't never met. He do with 82 games a year for 10 years straight. With no injuries.
Yeah.
And this is Michael Jordan. We filing him. We pushing him down. No injuries. Nah, son. So I even said then, something ain't right. But you got to prove it.
Yeah, okay.
So it ain't just, put it like this. You think LeBron will be the only one using?
That's true, too.
I doubt it.
Yeah, that's true, too.
I doubt it very seriously. You know what I mean? So you got to prove it.
All right.
And if you can prove it, because one thing LeBron does, he's very careful on how he moves.
Yeah.
His team is very tight.
And that's why when, was it Maverick Carter who got caught for the gambling?
Yes.
I was just like, yo, why is and that story just went away.
Just went away. Because if they want these stories to go away, they go away. Everybody has a fixer. And we're going to speak about that because I'm going to speak about Diddy and his fixer in a minute.
Because what I had to realize in learning a lot of these stories.
Jordan don't need him? Okay. That sounds a little bit like cognitive dissonance to me too. Because the dude played 82 games a year. In the rough time when they was knocking you on your ass, cuffing you in the face, slamming you down, and he didn't need nothing. Okay.
But what I was saying was, when I started hearing about a lot of these stories, and you think how come that didn't come out? It's because we think something happens, it hits the news right away, not realizing if something happens, it goes through the police department, department. They figure out yo, should we put this out, and you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So usually when a huge story just kind of hits the net, I feel like it was meant for that to happen.
And,
it was
and
meant
I'm gonna
for
say this:
that to get
LeBron's
exposed.
body structure hasn't changed.
He got really skinny one time.
He got skinny, but that ain't steroid. Steroids is supposed to be the opposite way.
No. So he got skinny, meaning I thought he was cycling off.
Oh, I see what you said.
I don't know if you guys remember that.
I remember. And one time he couldn't jump.
Yeah, he was barely hitting. I'm he looked like he's cycling off something. That was just me.
Could have been. And then remember, what is steroids today might have not been steroids 6 years ago. They got these weird rules.
That's a fact.
Because I forget who. Some of them dudes bought shit over the counter. Mm-hmm. And they read it, and it was one of the ingredients that you couldn't have. So there's so many levels to it. If you're gonna ask me in a vacuum, do I think LeBron is on something? I think he is. But that's just my opinion. I can't prove it. But I also know he invests in his body.
Yeah.
I also know his training regimen, for those who work with him, say is unparalleled. They said it's just like Kobe's. You know what I'm saying? Meaning they just work. LeBron has that kind of mentality, and so you can't say he's just sitting around and then when the season comes, he juice up and come out and play. Don't work that way.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So whatever he's doing, it's in conjunction, and I don't say that to shit on his accomplishments. It's 40,000. It's 40,000. I still say Barry Bonds is the home run king.
But his head was like this.
That nigga head was like this.
All right, so we're gonna take a quick commercial break. Don't forget to hit the like button, please. And
Please don't forget to hit the like button.
We'll be right back with some more stuff.
We will be right back.
I am a critical thinker, here to bless you with lyrical tinctures. I am the Black Dot, the point of reference, the metaphysical link to the Moors, the Mayans, the Aztecs, the Incas. I am here to remove the blind spots and clear the view of your spiritual blinker. I am something out of nothing. I am the alchemical bringer of change. My name will continue to linger. I am legend. If consciousness was a game, I would be considered a ringer. I am because we are.
To all of you Dr. Sebi followers, I've got something for y'all. Discover the untold story of one of the most important healers of our time in Abelardo Guerrero Jr.'s book titled My Journey with Dr. Sebi. Visit www.myjourneywithdrsebi.com to place your order and receive a free copy of the audiobook with over 4 hours of exclusive content.
Icons. Celebrities covering one eye who are sworn to secrecy to mislead the masses into a life of negativity by way of destructive behaviors, i.e. drugs, sex, violence, etc. Most of these celebrities you see in the music industry and in Hollywood have taken a sworn oath to protect what they have going and to have you being misled by using drugs, violence, and all of these other crazy behaviors. Be careful. Beware of those who are pointing at one eye, covering one eye, or trying their best to shut down your first eye. Log on to urbanx.nyc for the latest in apparel, or shop urbanx.com to pick up the latest in our not so subtle teas, and we thank you for your support. Peace.
Hello, wealthy family. This is Chanel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, sending infinite thanks to your higher selves, your legions of angels, your ancestors, your spirit animals, and divine source itself for allowing us to continuously connect in this time and space. I am so grateful to be a beautiful vessel to assist you on your journey and help facilitate healing. Be sure to visit my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com, where you can view my blogs, exclusive videos, and schedule all of your services. I can also be reached at 786-828-8722. Be sure to also view my YouTube channel, where I have hundreds of videos for you on your spiritual journey. Thank you so much, wealthy family. And until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love.
And we're back.
And we are back.
Thank y'all.
Hey, look at the baby there.
New commercial by Chanel.
New commercial by Chanel. Get out there and get that work.
Absolutely.
Get in tune. Get lined up. Get that reading.
Absolutely.
She is absolutely the truth.
Absolutely official.
Lord knows she's the truth. See what I did there?
That was a good one. I like
See
it.
how I did that?
I like how you did that. I like how you did that.
Yeah. True story.
All right, so let's get to some more stuff.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So today, the Supreme Court voted 9-0 that Trump will be allowed on the Colorado ballots.
All right.
So people were upset.
Let's go, Trump.
Some Colorado lawmakers were saying that the democracy of the nation is in the hands of the people. Now they have to go out and vote and things like that. So we're in election season, guys, where everything is
politicized.
Everything is very politicized. Everything is for the fight of the country, for your lives, as you very well know it. But here's the thing. I said this last week, I said it'd be a mistake to not let him run. Not because I want him to win or anything, but because what will happen to what will his followers think if you completely disregard the democratic process that you claim to so-called uphold,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you don't let him run, the threat of violence, I think, in this country...
It's better off letting him, not to cut you off, better off letting him run and he lose.
Yes.
Than to not have him run at all on some technicality, because then in the eyes of those who suffer from cognitive dissonance, you are scared of him.
Yeah.
He is so powerful that they had to remove him. You know what I mean? And the government has to take him down and all of that bullshit. And so it's best to let him run. Now, what's this lady running against him? What's up?
That's Nikki Haley.
Now, she should stay in the race.
So here's the thing.
Because if something happens to him,
and that's what I think she's saying. So she actually beat him in D.C.
Yes, that's what I heard.
Right, she actually just beat him in D.C. and everybody was like, it's the swamp, no wonder you won. But, these elections, when people are campaigning, they are running off of other people's money. It's not their money. I think Trump ran off his own money because he was able to do so, right?
Right.
But who is financing her campaign? That's what I want to know. Because that seems like I told you about this book, Conspiracy with Peter Thiel when he financed Hulk Hogan's lawsuit against Gawker.
Yes, of course.
It seems like somebody is behind her financing her race, even though it's clearly losing because he's even beating Biden's numbers.
Yeah, but you have to have opposition.
No, facts. But I'm saying, like, who in their right mind? Like,
somebody with long money.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Absolutely. Somebody with long money, and it's going to be a write-off for them, and it's no big deal.
Yeah.
Because, again, you also have to have the illusion that you have a choice. Put the camera on Malcolm, please.
You going to dig up your nose? Oh, my God. Dude, what is the problem here? Like, you just...
I don't know. All right, I'm back.
Jesus.
I'm gonna explain it to you. It's not boogers.
It's the hair. I know.
It's when I'm talking with so much vibration, the shit is going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Thank you, Mama Died.
All right. Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
She's embarrassed.
Yeah. Well, she's been married to me a long time.
And she's not proud right now. She's
very embarrassed.
She is not proud right now.
I'm the person you gotta warn when she introduced me to family. It's like, guys, he's different. So,
jeez, man.
Yeah.
Somebody said the Koch brothers are funding her. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised then. Would not be surprised because that makes no sense to me. So I think the right decision was made, and people were shocked because they were liberal judges from the Supreme Court who voted in favor of him. So they're like, what's happening? But again, that goes to show the mindset of the average American voter right now. They just think it's party above everything. They're throwing caution to the wind, and it should just be party, Democrats versus them and Republicans versus them.
And Malcolm, the level of mind control in this country,
it's scary.
It's so scary. It's more scary than you probably really would like to accept.
Yeah.
Of what people will accept, like you said, party over anything. The way they can split the country and pit this one against that one. And choice is an illusion between those with power and those without. You have your BlackRock is the only choice going.
Basically, yeah.
BlackRock and Vanguard. You think they give a shit who wins the election?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Right? So all of that shit under BlackRock is just a scenario being played out in a goddamn, you a non-player character
I watched,
in a grand scheme of things.
I watched the CEO of BlackRock. He did an interview. I forget who he did it with. I'm just watching him like he is the most powerful man in the country.
The most powerful man that you see.
Okay.
Who does he answer to?
True that.
That's what always intrigued me.
True that.
Who do you answer to?
True that. Everybody got a boss. Right?
Everybody got a boss. The Rothschilds is the family we see.
Yeah, okay.
That we know got trillions. Who do they answer to? Is it the black pope? Is it the white pope? Is it the gray pope who walks between the physical and the spiritual worlds? That's why the whole chessboard is black and white, but there are areas within that just, I can operate, somebody's answering to somebody. And are they answering to a deity that resides above the physical, who uses them as physical vessels to carry out goddamn... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because it's always some deep shit over some deeper shit. Yeah. Why is the word... This is what I'm saying. While we audit, why is the word long spelled shorter than the word short, God? Think about that. Long, it should be longer than the word short, but it's not. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what we're saying.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down, man.
Pick up what I'm putting down now.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
That's what we're talking about now. Yep.
Let's get to some more stuff.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So Meek Mill, nobody took his phone from him, man. He is still tweeting.
Yes, he's tweeting, and now he said he's going to hire a private investigator to find out who is putting these attacks on black people. This is his exact, I kid you not.
Oh man.
Because obviously somebody's trying to attack black people, including himself, with all of these, gay accusations and all of this. And then people just started bringing up his receipts, bro. You know, the internet is brutal. Man.
Yeah, it is.
And
people are fast.
Not only are they bringing up him doing this, they got him on, I think it was Hot 97 or Breakfast
I think
Club.
that was $100 million.
He said losing a celly, it's like losing a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like, dude, when you said that, did you losing my celly? That's like losing a girl.
Like, what do you mean by that? What
you mean by that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so many things are starting to come out. And so when they have that much data on you, it's hard for you to avoid.
So do you think you really think like he was really having relations with Diddy, or is this just coincidence? Like very, very ugly coincidence.
Malcolm, they had on matching suits.
It was
matching silk outfits.
It was weird.
Listen, let me tell you something. I ain't never dressed, and I was in a group. I think maybe once we had on like matching jackets while I'm talking like early 80s, nigga, flat tops. You know, your two dancers y'all niggas got on matching jackets. Maybe you and the DJ got on a graffiti shirt together. That's it.
Yeah.
And it was acceptable thing, because every group kind of, but not as a grown-ass man.
Yeah.
He's established, I'm Meek Mill.
Yeah.
And we show up to the party.
Yeah.
In matching,
and he was kind of
silk outfits. His body language is crazy.
Yeah.
Right, almost as crazy as Shannon Sharp's body.
Don't do that, man.
Shannon, Malcolm, you keep defending this nigga.
Come on, man.
You got me worrying about your ass. You keep talking about because his knees.
He had two hip surgeries,
dude. No, because his hips been going this way.
Oh, Jesus!
Yeah, he been opening up his damn hips. That's why his hips don't fucking work. You said fuck you want to say. That nigga jumped out the car like, we going inside to see my new drink, and come on in. And I told you, I saw a nigga walking in the airport. He was like looking like a fucking pterodactyl or something. This nigga had a puppy in his hand. He was walking through the air. I said, what kind of weirdo shit is this? Now, full disclosure, I walk like goddamn penguin now. You know what I'm saying? Because of my situation. And so when you see me...
So if somebody was to go, Black Dot looking great, wouldn't you be like,
yeah, but you know what? I look crazy, but it don't look gay. It look a little like, this nigga wobbling from side to side. Because you see me in this chair, I'm able to give you upper body shit. My upper body shit is like, you know what I'm saying, son? Because I'm about it. Yeah, look at this fucking picture and shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? This nigga's like, and I got the same color shirt on. Now watch this. Now I'm up here giving you all of this, you know what I'm saying, son, and then I step out my seat and niggas be like, see me on the street.
No swag.
This nigga be wobbling. Is that Black Dot? Yeah, nigga, that's me. Get back in my seat. I'm good to go. You know what I'm saying? God. So yeah, his maybe they took the pictures because pictures is weird, but watch his neck. It's not just the body. It's the neck that, when you see this, when the neck go up and the arm go out and the hips is twisted, the whole shit is wrong. Everything about it is wrong.
Oh, my God.
That's all I'm saying. Because every now and then you can catch somebody in an angle, but not. Yeah. No, not when the hips going this way, the neck going that way, the hands going that way. He got a man purse on. The shit, everything about it is wrong.
Oh my God.
Now, with that being said, if I ever run into him, unlike, Yaki, who I might grab, I gotta use a different approach. Come on, black man. We shouldn't be fighting each other, brother. Right. Come on, we got to come together, brother. So I gotta take a different approach, because this nigga's a little big. Yeah. And you think like gay people can't fight. They can fight if they was, back before they switched over, before they switched teams.
I got a cousin that got hands.
Yeah, and then we'll go back to, So you don't want that kind of smoke.
That's fact.
That And the kangaroo, as I mentioned before, you don't want to fight the kangaroo.
That's right.
And so this is off, man. Everything about this is wrong. Going back to your man,
Freak Mill.
it's just wrong, man.
Yeah. Freaky Meeky.
Like, did y'all call each other and say you wearing that?
Yeah.
And then they got the midget down there with them hugging both of their booties or something. I don't know. It's wrong. That's all. And that's not anything against gay people. That's the life you lead. But lead it. Don't be gay-tanic. That's my whole thing. If you gay, be gay.
Jesus,
Don't be gay-tanic. You know what I mean? And then come out, we need to start an investigation on who's starting these lies. Nigga, it's you. It's your whole demeanor.
Nah, and that's what makes it funny.
It's your every time you keep making it worse.
Yeah, that's what makes it funny.
He keep making it worse, bro. That's
Like,
all I'm
he's
saying.
reminding people, like, tell me, we should be on your ass, like, for these.
Yeah.
Yeah, that video of him hopping, that's
the worst thing I've ever seen.
Easily. Because if you watch, like, listen to what the guy is just herbing him in the background,
Yes.
too. Like,
Yes.
why you hopping, Meek?
Yes.
Why I got you hopping like this? And he just, I'm just like, oh my God.
And when you think about street, this is supposed to be a dude who busts his guns.
Yeah.
He can go to any street in Philly. And the second thing, I don't care what nobody say, I saw a nigga do a cartwheel. And it was a weird cartwheel.
Yeah, it was.
You know, it wasn't, because you see some dudes who do the, they running aggressive, jump over cars. He did a very left-handed cartwheel. And it was bad. Left-handed mechanic cartwheel. He was running. You could tell he ain't got no athletic skill.
Yeah.
He had on shoes, I think. I'm making that part up.
Yeah.
And he just ran and he just, woo, and did a goddamn girl cartwheel. Not the somersault. This nigga did like a sideways cartwheel and shit. And then the third thing was the boxing.
That was bad, too.
Come on, you know the camera's running, Malcolm.
Yeah.
Put your best.
Yeah, that was bad, too.
Put your best shit on, like, you know what I'm saying? Put your Mayweather shit on, like, you know, I'm gonna be doing all kind of. No, bro, he just was. All right, I think we beat that in the.
Yeah. Jesus. Man.
Let's move on.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So I read this. I thought this was pretty funny. So the former co-owner of the Turkey Leg Hut.
Turkey Leg Hut.
Yes, he set up a pop-up shop across the street from the restaurant. This is, he was fired for allegedly stealing funds and sharing it with the mistress, what led to the divorce from his wife, who was the other owner of the Turkey Leg Hut.
And this is Turkey Hut.
Yes, Turkey Leg Hut. Yes.
Turkey Leg Hut. Okay. Couple of things I want to peel back. Mm-hmm. Where they getting all these turkey legs from? Let's start there.
Same place people's getting wings from.
So
man.
my point is, where's the rest of the turkey? Like, y'all got enough turkey legs to run a business. Where's the rest of the turkey?
Yeah.
Like Cat Williams said, what the hell is an oxtail? To this day, I have no idea. And where's the rest of the ox? Okay, now, he needed money because we run a business together.
Thanks.
He got his jump offs. He got to be able to take them out because success breeds this.
Right.
How I'm gonna be successful and I ain't got a slide offer too.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
And so his wife found out because she did the numbers. She's better at math than he is. You know she is.
Yes.
She already know something ain't right here.
Yes.
Right?
She's probably watching Reese T. Something.
Yeah, what the fuck? This ain't...
No, what's that other lady who found out her husband was cheating?
Dawn Lewis, something in Atlanta?
No, on TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was getting the statements like, tell me what. Yeah.
So, you know, me, I'm the opposite in my, I do the numbers here, as you know. So I could be like, nah, something ain't right. We hemorrhaging somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's only 3 of us, so I'd be like, something is off here. So anyway, his wife probably do the numbers and find out we missing a lot of money.
Right.
So they break up.
Right.
They get a divorce. He decides to torment her because he was the one who had the recipe for the turkey legs, probably.
Right.
And build a truck across the street, and he's gonna torment his wife with his new boo called Turkey Leg Den. I like it.
Turkey leg truck.
Turkey Leg Truck
Turkey Leg
versus
Truck.
Turkey Leg Hut.
Yeah.
And now they having a war of turkey legs. Yeah, it's Turkey Leg Hut.
No, I don't know if it was Turkey leg truck. I don't know what he named the pop-up.
I like it. It's war out here. My ingredients is better than yours.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
And because people wait, I heard people wait out there for like 2 hours to get in there.
To get them turkey legs.
Yeah.
And they must be you said they stuffing them
I heard they be putting like
macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, I would try
inside the turkey leg.
Inside the turkey legs, huh?
Collard
Salmon salmon in the turkey leg.
Ooh, that's extra.
That's itis.
Yeah, that's definitely. And if it's like the ones at the amusement park.
Oh, like I don't know, man.
The Flintstone joints.
I want to go.
The Flintstonian joints. Yeah, so, turkey leg hut. Sending said it's fire? Okay.
I heard it's good.
All right, well, now you got to go and check out the truck. There's a war going on.
That's crazy.
All the fellas on with the truck and all the ladies over there with the hut.
No, but he probably know because it's a wait out there. Like, yo, you know your wait gonna be 2 hours, man.
Exactly.
Come over here. That's 5. That's crazy.
Get out there 2 hours early, have the shit. Just sucking the business away.
Yeah, you just smelling it on the outside like, yo,
you know what? That's the same business, same people, same ingredients, right? Yeah, that's smart.
That's fine. Now you gotta pop his tires.
That's like 2 big businesses, and you got a small one in the middle, and you put entrance.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Niggas walk in your spot. Yeah. I like it. All's fair in war now. Come on now.
You said that crayfish macaroni turkey leg is fire.
But the
crayfish macaroni turkey, that sounds ew. Like I'm gonna have to try that. It does sound good.
I want to know what they're doing with the rest of the turkey. Or do they just have legs shipped to them and somebody else get wings shipped to them and somebody else get the turkey body?
Yo, the restaurant business is tough, man.
Yeah.
And then I was watching this guy. He's like the only black Michelin chef, and he was just talking about how hard it is. Like only like a Michelin star chef, and then like fine dining by itself is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah,
like it be like portions be that little.
Oh
but
yeah. I'm good on the fine dining.
Yeah, like,
I need to eat. Goddamn it.
How do you make your money? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we're gonna take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Get your questions ready, and we'll be right back with some stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna come on back with some stuff now.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, son, did you put up the Urban X t-shirts for the family I told to? And why you dressed like that, son?
Pop, after reading the ISIS papers 37 and a half times, I am woke now.
Woke? Son, it's 4 in the afternoon. What do you mean woke? I've been woke all day trying to get you to get in here and do these shirts for the Urban X family. Malcolm.
Whoa. Malcolm is my slave name. I am grown by Brother Mustafa Imhotep X squared. You refer to me as Brother Mustafa Imhotep X squared.
You big dummy! I named you Malcolm after the greatest activist of this time. You gotta put one right across your lips. You crazy?
Pop, I've been working in this shop by myself. This is worse than working for the white man working with you.
Now, son, you know I would help you if I didn't have my arthritis. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta do the best you can do. I'm gonna still lead you.
I'm not even getting paid. If it wasn't for the donations from the Urban X family, thank you for the $20. Next time, send 40.
Son, who you talking to? Son, who's at the door? Oh, God, done hurt my eyes. I was already having a bad day with this big dummy. Hey, OD, what brings you around today?
Malcolm, Dot, to preach the word of Jesus. One thing I have realized, if Jesus don't do it, it just won't get done. I said if Jesus don't do it, it just won't get done.
You know, no, all this old Jesus stuff is got me going crazy. I don't listen to none of that crazy stuff.
You old heathen, you need Jesus.
And you need to get your face lifted or your body lowered.
You old bug-eyed fool.
Who you talking to like that?
Come on, Pop.
Yeah, you right. I shouldn't have said that. Now, OD, I want you to go in the fridge and get out the cookie dough.
For what?
So you can slam your face in it and make animal crackers.
Come on, Pop. You can't talk top Nubian queen like that.
Yeah, you right, son. You right. You know what? Tell you what you can do. I'm give you an Urban X gift card and get you some t-shirts and hats. And too bad we ain't got no face mask.
Oh, that's it. You old bug-eyed fool.
Get you right here and punch you right across your lip. Wait a minute. You better get on out of my house.
I'm leaving.
Get on out of here.
I'm leaving.
Get on out of here.
I right, Pop, I'm gonna stop messing with you. I got a hot date tonight.
What you gonna take out one of them beautiful African Nubian queens that you been telling me all about?
Maybe.
Oh, mama, this is the big one. I'm coming to join you, mama. I named him Malcolm X in hopes that he would marry a Betty Shabazz. I think he's gonna bring home a Betty Cracker. Oh, this is the big one, baby. This is the big one.
And we're back.
And we're back. Hope you enjoyed that classic skit.
Yes.
It's one of my favorites. We really just went out and rocked that.
I almost forgot about that one. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, we rocked that. You know?
Yes, so thank y'all for joining us, man. We appreciate it. Appreciate you guys always for being here. You could have spent anywhere. You could be anywhere.
Yes.
Stay here with us.
You're spinning it with us.
And so we'll get to some more stuff. Let's get to it, man.
Yeah, man.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So in other news, top 5 alive, of all time, Dylon. He has come out from, I don't know where the hell he's been, but he did an interview and basically said that the Dave Chappelle skit, when they did when he did Making the Band, ruined his career.
Yeah, I found that not necessarily odd. So you got to look at it from the perspective of the artist. Mm-hmm. Now, it was a fantastic skit.
One of their best.
Yeah, one of their best. He actually became more famous off that than he probably could have became as a rapper.
Crazy enough, yes.
Crazy enough.
Yes.
But he was young at the time. Mm-hmm. And so what he's saying is, he never said he was top 5 that are alive. We never said you did, but he was saying Dave Chappelle used that to make it seem like he said that. And then when he went to shop his demo, from there, that they was, this is Dylon. And as opposed to, and I have to agree and I have to disagree. Because no major label is going to turn down an opportunity to utilize something that you already got motion with.
Back then?
Meaning if you was nasty, you nasty.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
If you nice, you nice.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You already got a name they made a little fun of, but let's run on that and let's build something on that.
Okay.
So in my humble opinion, these labels are not going to turn down that. Now, if you were average or below average artists, or we just looked at you as a consortium of young artists who Diddy was using to make a show, and none of y'all were really that damn good.
Yeah.
Because I look at all of them, maybe what's the girl's name?
It was 2. Sarah, the singer, and Babs.
Babs was probably
she was nice.
The nicest.
Yeah.
The rest of them, I'm not saying that they weren't good.
Yeah.
But none of them stood out to me where I would go, I would sign them.
Yeah, okay.
So they all were kind of, and the show was geared around Diddy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And things of that nature. And so, but from his perspective, he was young, and he's saying that this may have ended any opportunity he had.
That's interesting. No, it's interesting.
Interesting perspective.
Anytime, when you look back and sometimes, the joke is at somebody's expense, you don't realize,
Yeah, Enes was dope, too. Sorry about that.
I watched him in battle.
Yeah, well, that doesn't mean
he was nice. No.
He wasn't, everybody's not good at battling.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
So, some of them had their moments, but none of them stood out to me as, I need to sign this artist. The show was never designed for that. It made it seem like it was like the making of the band, and Diddy is trying to create.
And he said, I got a name for y'all. The Band. And everybody was like, oh
my God. The Band? Wow.
No, the Band.
The Band.
Yeah.
Ooh, where'd you come up with that one from, Diddy? And so, but the show was always about Diddy.
Yeah.
Always about showing him.
Yeah.
And the reflection of him through the eyes of you guys who had to run across the bridge and get cheesecake and all this old stuff. Dave Chappelle found a great opportunity in that, one of his funniest skits ever.
Yeah.
And so you are now connected to a skit as opposed to having a career.
Yeah.
Don't come at me, Dylon, because you sound like Jamaican.
He was the only,
you are Jamaican. Yeah. And so I don't want you to blah, blah, blah. Look up the blood clot when I see Black Dot. Look up the blood clot.
Oh, my God.
Don't do it. Don't do it. All right? And so, that's your moment. It came and it went. You should have capitalized off it in that moment.
All right.
Yeah.
You are
Speaking of
tuned
Diddy.
into the sounds.
What happened with it? Oh,
of
yeah.
Urban
Yeah,
X.
talk about.
I want to speak about his head of security,
Okay.
Fahim Muhammad.
All right.
This spoken of by Lil Rod in the in his
In the lawsuit.
that he, among others, were instructed if you ever get into trouble that you have to contact Fahim Muhammad. I believe that's his name. This, what I want people to understand when we talk about a fixer, somebody who solves problems. This same guy was Michael Jackson's head of security when he died.
Wow.
He was the second guy in the room when Michael Jackson died, other than, was it Comrade Muhammad? Who was the doctor's name?
I forget the doctor's name. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Tell the truth. This mother, him. This guy was the second guy in the room. Do you know how powerful you gotta be? Now, when we looked at his resume, he graduated college, Fahim Muhammad, in 2008 with a degree, I believe, in business and securities.
Oh, the doctor's name was Conrad Murray.
Conrad Murray. Thank you. I said Conrad Muhammad. I apologize to the Nation of Islam.
Fake news. Go ahead.
Yeah, right? He graduated with a degree in business, I believe real estate and securities. 1 year later, he's the head of Michael Jackson's security. Doesn't that sound strange?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
In a field that has nothing to do with the degree that he has.
Okay.
Right? He went on to start a private security firm. You know what I mean? And so obviously he's well connected. He's almost giving me a CIA vibe.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Now, I don't know. His name is Fahim Muhammad. I don't know if he's connected to the Nation of Islam, or because a lot of times the Nation of Islam has security that they do for, you know what I mean? So I don't want to connect him to that. But for you to be that well, where a year later you're the most popular man in the world, you are being a security force, something is odd. Right? And so he's the fixer. What else has he fixed? We need to keep an eye on this young man here, because now his company is worth, his investments in real estate is now up to $10 million plus and stuff, all off of being Michael Jackson's security. And so now he has private firms that I guess fix things for people. And so, yeah.
That's probably the best business to get into, like to deal with like ultra wealthy.
It's not the best because you got to do, it's a lot of dirty work.
Okay.
Because these are regular people.
I'm talking just numbers. But
no, but these are regular people who do
okay.
crazy shit.
Yeah.
And you find that they go to their own hospitals. They dealing with a different set of law. You look at the leaked tapes of Chris Rock and his lawyers fixing that situation where he supposedly got this girl pregnant, or she claimed he raped her, and you hear the shit that they talking about.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, well a lot of people have seen it. It ain't alleged. I heard it.
I didn't hear it.
I heard it.
Okay.
And so these fixers are here to do certain, jobs.
Yeah.
And so I would not be surprised if this guy is the fixer for a number of people in Hollywood.
All right. Did not know that. You gotta show me that. So the other day, Don Lemon and CNN reached an agreement because he got fired last year.
Yes.
They reached a separation deal that would pay him $24.5 million.
Well, that's a lot of bread. All right.
Yeah, so he got fired before his contract. He got like 3 years before his contract was up, so he was owed money.
Yeah.
And they settled that with him. But Don Lemon is a prime example of a crash dummy that once they had no use for him, they just kind of got rid of him. Once Trump was out of office and like because I don't know if you guys noticed, but all of the news ratings are down. All of them.
All of them. Yes.
Right? And if you
They're
remember,
about to go back up.
They're about to, now, election cycle is about to kick back up again. But it was so funny how, like, they needed Trump for their news and for their ratings and stuff like that, because him, Cuomo, all of these dudes made a lot of money just off of him being in office and having something to talk about. So because he wasn't in office anymore, Cuomo got knocked for the sexual harassment
Which
stuff.
they had all the time. They knew that about him from day one.
His brother too.
They knew about all of that.
The governor too.
Yep.
And then they moved him to a show with 2 women in the morning, like which was probably like the worst time to have.
And that was the humiliation ritual for him.
They were trying to get him out of there, so they fired him. And they tried to make up something like, he was being sexist or something to that effect. But they paid him his money.
Well, that's the least they're gonna do to get you to shut up because of the stuff he probably really knows.
Yeah.
And the NDAs that he's probably signed, to make sure that CNN don't go down on its face.
Yeah.
So they cut him a check. Good for him.
Big check too.
Somebody said I'll be a crash dummy for $24 million.
You be careful what you wish for. Yeah.
Be careful what you wish for.
Be careful what you're crashing into. You know what I mean?
Because that's what I'm saying. Shit.
So OnlyFans, what do you have here?
OnlyFans is the highest paying sub or side hustle in America.
Really?
Yep. OnlyFans.
Really?
Yeah. If you have an OnlyFans, it's the highest paying, according to them, side hustle. I've never been on OnlyFans. I'm just being honest. And so I don't know. I might know people on there. I don't got that. How do you scroll down the OnlyFans and be like, is that my neighbor?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or this and that, because obviously
there was one of the actors that was on The Sopranos. She was Christopher. I forget her name. She was Christopher's wife or fiance, whatever. She created her OnlyFans, and she said that OnlyFans saved her life. She was paid off her mortgage. Like she was down, and when she started that, it saved her.
This is a real story. Elderly worker in one of these elderly nursing homes got busted for selling explicit photos to the rest of the elderly people.
Yeah, that's just good business, man.
Of course, that's good business.
That's just good business.
But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, picture this, just Yeah, yeah. So everybody got to hustle, man.
Yeah.
I guess that's only seniors. You know what I mean, or something like that. But yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Somebody said, yeah, it's a lot of folks. Yeah, and you know what's crazy? Just think about how just normal it is now. Just to see everybody's everything. It's just so like, think about how big of a deal like Kim Kardashian's sex tape was. That was like, yo.
Yes.
Now,
nothing. Even before that, Pamela Anderson's sex tape. That was OMG.
Yo.
Now it is everywhere, and it is nothing. So now we have desensitized our children among everything else. And so where do you go after that, bro?
Somebody said only grams.
Only grams. I like that.
That's funny. That's funny.
I like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, even the strip joints now, son. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I don't want to be inhaling twerk wind. In a smelly joint, with all the BBLs. So they say them BBLs stink.
I'm sure.
All the goddamn twerk wind from BBLs.
He said twerk wind.
I gotta get the fuck up out of here, man. And so, the game has changed. The game has goddamn changed.
Twerk wins. That's funny.
And so that's what's going on. Yeah.
Get your questions ready, guys. Get your questions ready. Tell me about the language, please.
Yeah, so they're creating new language now, or the state is asking us to avoid using certain terms. You know what I mean? The terms they want you to avoid is like manpower, you guys, ladies and gentlemen, mother, father, son, daughter, husband, wife. All right?
That's crazy.
These are the terms they want you to stop using. They want you to use more inclusive terms, find out people's pronouns. When is that going to fade out? When are people going to say, okay, all right, enough of this shit. You are he or she. Or, you know what I mean?
So I don't think that's going to fade out. I think that's just going to be thing. But I think it's not going to be. I think it's going to get to a point where people are gonna stop caring. It's gonna like in Tennessee, they just announced that you can't have the LGBT flag hanging up in schools. Only the American flag or the Tennessee flag.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So I think you're gonna start seeing more of that. Like I said, I think politically where it's just pushed where like we have to care. This is when I knew like people were going crazy. There was somebody I went to college with, and this is like 2015. This is when it really started, like really like bubbling, and then we were having a discussion. I was like, I don't care about any of this. Like, do what you want to do. I don't care. Mm-hmm. And then she told me, you saying you don't care is violence. That's when I knew
this was out of pocket.
Something is not right here. You get what I'm saying? Like this is not normal. You get what I mean? I think that is gonna die down. Where like there's these radical liberals, damn near. You get what I'm saying? These radical LGBT, I think that's gonna change for what people are gonna go, all right, we gotta stop. Because again, now there's trans people in girls basketball and parents are going, all right.
Right,
I'm all for your rights, but chill.
And I think it's going to take them.
Yeah. With them.
With them?
No. Oh, that's that's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, see how I did that?
Yeah, that's funny. That's good.
Okay, to stop this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Them have to stop this. This is crazy. Somebody said, did we call each other daddy back in the day? Was it considered home? I ain't never called a man daddy in my life. But my daddy. And that was just twice in my life because I only saw him like 2-3 times. Daddy! He was going by so fast. Daddy! Daddy! So that was it.
Yeah.
So, I ain't never called another nigga daddy in my goddamn life. What up, daddy?
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, that might be somebody's pimp talk. It ain't mine.
Yeah, somebody's a cat daddy.
Yeah, cat daddy and all that old what you know daddy talk. Nah, I'm good.
Did you hear Jerry Jones got to take a paternity test? Yeah.
Jerry Jones, because that girl, she's old too.
Yeah, she's like 29, almost 30 years old.
Come on. Huh? Oh. Yeah, that's he gave her $2 million to shut up.
Oh, he did?
And I think the money ran out.
Yeah.
And now she like, daddy. Yeah. I told you at my funeral, I got other kids out there, probably. Mm-hmm. Papa was Rolling Stone. And I need you guys, when they sit up right behind y'all, because I instructed them, you go up to the front. I was your daddy, too. Uh-huh. You sit up right behind Malcolm and them. And Malcolm, you treat them nice. Because they're going to look just like me. And I'm going to be in the casket. And Mama Doc gonna have to go up there with her dark shades on. And she gonna have to say very nice things about me. Because I'm dead now. I'm in the casket.
Yeah.
She can't go, this mother. No, I'm in there like this. Black Dot was a good man.
Yeah.
He took care of his family. Yeah, so just be nice to them now.
Oh, goodness.
All right? One of them is about your age, a little older. Yeah.
Hey fam, did we already cover the laser beam in Texas that caused? I saw a video.
Is that the green laser beam?
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't know. Listen, I'm so confused with video technology now, which is what they wanted.
Yeah.
Now you're questioning things that are real, and they wanted that from the beginning. I told you that.
Yeah.
So now when you see the deep fake stuff,
is that Sora? Is that OpenAI Sora? You know
is that Diddy telling Meek to take that? Is that real? Jesus. Or is that the artificial?
Yeah.
Is that the deep fake? So they want to create doubt. They've done a great job doing it. Because I saw some dude had a telescope.
Yeah.
And he zoomed in on the moon.
Yeah, I saw that.
And it looked like a face looking at the moon. Now I'm like, bro, why? First of all, even if it was real, why would a face be looking at the moon?
Yeah.
And so I don't know what to believe anymore, but I do know the laser, the DEW technology is out there. Mm-hmm. And so I'm not going to dismiss it, but it just requires a lot now. Yeah.
Well, Dot and Malcom, when y'all covered the Wonka Museum scam, what's happening with the Wonka Museum?
I'm not familiar with the Wonka Museum.
Explain it. I'll look it up. I watched some more of the Cat Williams, Joe Rogan stuff. I couldn't really get through it. I don't.
Whatever.
Yeah. Like, I don't,
Yeah.
You know.
I'm all Cat Williams out. How
Yeah,
about
if you
that?
know, you know. Yeah, I'm just kind of like, okay, you know. I don't know what to say. When does Eric Adams get thrown out of the city? I think this will be his last time.
Yeah, first and last. When he took that job, he shouldn't have took it.
Yeah.
As a mayor coming in Gotham City, right during COVID, dude, what were you thinking?
Like that was set up for him to fail.
Of course.
That was set up for him to fail. That was when the little mopeds was running rapid. I don't know if you remember the fireworks. Remember that?
Everything was out of control.
Everything was out of pocket. Big fires and kept having record-breaking fires.
Yes.
People were getting killed on the subways. It was a mess, and he was set up to fail.
Yes.
So that was what that was.
His first month on the job was crazy. Usher and Russell Simmons in Bali.
I saw that, man. Yo, is that not wild for Usher?
Huh?
Like image-wise, is that not wild? Like you were just frolicking, doing yoga with Russell Simmons shirt off, and like you know why he's out there.
Yeah. But you know why Usher's out there too.
But to take a picture, with him, that's weird.
It is.
It's weird. Like somebody you would think is, big enough to protect his brand. He's not protecting his brand.
Yeah. Well, all of these dudes are crumbling. It's all gonna come crumbling down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Russell is the godfather. Mm-hmm. He sits above Diddy and Jay-Z. He birthed them. I'm not talking money-wise.
I know.
He birthed them. You always return to the godfather. You know what I mean? Like Avon. You know what I'm saying? You know what that means. Okay. And so
so there was a Wonka Interactive Museum that sold tickets for a lot of dough. There were people there, and it looked like a used Spirit Halloween. Oh, okay. So I saw pictures. I didn't understand what was happening. But they should get sued. I don't know.
Sloan Bella gave her reading on Jay-Z. She sure did.
Beyonce, too.
And Beyonce.
I did see that.
Yep. I didn't need to be a psychic to know that's coming. It can only be right.
Yo, why is that a power thing? Is that like why is that such a why are they just all freaks? Be like, I don't get it.
Watch the next Urban Exclusive.
Oh, okay.
As we delve deep into
all right. I've been waiting.
Again, when you go into somebody else's house, these are the rules in this house. And it's so ritualistic, entrenched in energy swapping and all of these things that make you uncomfortable, but that's what a initiation is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So to initiate you into this realm of society where we do this, know and understand everybody here, and not literally everybody, because I saw my son post something like, so everybody who's powerful is gay or bi or whatever. No, we don't be a literalist. But we do understand that there are, levels to all of this. The very artists that you rock with are telling you every single day. You've heard Nori, you've heard Fat Joe, you've heard so many of them say very similar things, so we know that this exists. You know what I mean? And I try to simplify it for most people. If we took all the talented people, we don't have enough radio stations, avenues, movies to satisfy everybody.
Yeah.
We just don't. So you know what we do? We run a ciphering system.
Or a funnel.
Right? And this ain't a funnel. Hey, sign up now if you think about this. Hey, well, you on phase 2 of the funnel. Hey, here's an ebook. No, not that kind of funnel.
Yeah.
Smaller that funnel get. You know what I mean? The more shit you're gonna have to do to make it to the other side. And that's just how it works. That works in business. That works at a football combine. Did you see that dude run that 4-1?
Yeah, he was out.
He was out. He running for his life.
Yeah.
See, he looked like he come from you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to do this.
Yeah, his mother was on Twitter shouting him out. It's like, my son just ran the fastest 40-time combine history.
She should be.
And she was fine.
She was fine?
She was fine, too.
Like, does he need a father?
Listen, man. Yo, I saw a video of I think it was the running back from USC. I think he was running his 40, right? His girl, white girl, she was on TikTok. She was like, listen, he's about to run 40. So she's watching.
Is he black?
Yes.
Okay, he's black, she's white.
And her whole family is like watching him run this 40.
All of the Europeans are watching this nigger.
Yeah. Oh, the father
run
was
this 40.
He ran a 4.4 or something, like 4.47 or something like that. But the father was so happy.
We got us one. We got us a strong nigga.
Yo.
That nigga, you saw how fast that nigga can run?
He saw like the rest of his family.
He saw the future.
Like, it was crazy.
Girl, you did good, Sally Mae. You didn't just pick a regular gangbanger, nigga. Bringing him in the house, he's robbing us. Yeah. You found a good, strong,
it was crazy.
Fast
Negro.
I'm
gonna show it to you afterwards.
OMG, that is funny shit. That's funny shit.
I'm gonna show it to you.
So anyway, that's what the funnel in everything is designed. Can't take every football player. Can't take every basketball player. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you have to qualify yourself, and it's just that their qualifications is sick and demonic. Yeah. That's all. And your threshold for pain is your end point could be somebody's beginning point. You go, nah, I ain't doing all that shit. Yeah. I'm stopping right here. Y'all can have all that. I'll go to work in McDonald's before I do that shit. And then other nigga threshold be like, that's nothing. That's all?
Yeah. That's it?
That's it?
Yeah.
That's it. And then I get that. And then I get that. And so that's what that shit is all about.
Okay.
Some weird spooky shit.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Hold on. We're gonna give a quick shout out.
And that's being nice about it.
I want to give a quick shout out to Bosco Blanco. He said, Peace, Dot and Malcolm and Urban X family. Just giving you an update on my journey. I'm currently 120 days without liquor, without alcohol.
Oh, my God.
Sober.
Okay, Bosco.
Congrats.
That's
Keep
a
it going.
long time, baby.
Keep it going.
Every single day. I'm going to tell you what my man, he's been clean for 10 years. He had 3 words, no matter what. And those 3 words, they must have taught him that, you know what I'm saying, when he was coming through the rehabilitation. And he's like, I gotta stay clean no matter what. So that's make that your mantra no matter what, because it is something to be proud about. It definitely is. Don't let nobody tell you anything different. And then you wind up, the clarity start kicking into the dudes that you was with all the time. Y'all realize y'all don't have that much in common. Yeah. Except drinking and drowning out your problems. And when you drink, your sexual energy changes. You know what I'm saying? You're a little bit more loose. You're hanging out more. And so cleaning up does so much more. You realize these people wasn't your friends. You realize you saving a little bit more money. You realize you feeling better. Your energy changes.
You sleep better.
You sleep better. Yeah. Man, you be like, man. And so kudos to you, Blanco, for getting that done.
Yes, order of the we taking questions. Ask your questions.
Ask your questions.
Lizette, happy birthday. 52nd birthday tomorrow.
I'll be celebrating my... Okay, Lizette.
Happy birthday.
52, okay. Happy birthday to you. Shouts out.
Yeah.
Pisces, right? Is that Pisces? Yeah, it's Pisces.
Is it? Yeah. Okay.
Pisces in the building.
It is. Oh, no wonder. I'm here because we were doing a lot of Pisces shirts.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, it's that Pisces season.
That makes a lot of sense.
Been sober for 3 hours now. All right, well,
start somewhere, baby.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
Start somewhere, baby.
Feeling. Yeah, give me 3 hours, man. I'm ready to,
I did see there was I think Haiti is doing a state of emergency right now because a lot of gang members escaped prison.
Yeah, from a prison out there, right?
In Haiti, yeah.
Yeah, how'd that happen?
I don't know.
And they back on the streets, huh?
I'm assuming.
Okay.
I am assuming. Russell Wilson got released by the Broncos. It was a bad fit.
It wasn't a bad fit. I'm gonna tell you what Eli told me, and Eli said he need to leave that girl alone. Eli said that shit. He said ever since he got religious and with the family.
He's always been religious.
No, but ever since he got family oriented, and I'm not against the family, of course not. But nigga, you gotta go out here and throw touchdowns, bro. You can't. And all of his answers is like, if God wants it to be that way, I believe that God and she put that box on him, bro. And that box is voodoo, man. And
She
now,
stayed pregnant. Now she thick Ciara now.
Yeah,
too.
she's laying him out.
True that.
And draining his energy. Now he can't read defenses and shit. This nigga look crazy out there. Because he was pretty good.
Yeah.
And okay, when you want to know about the unknown, what do you study?
You know.
Before he got with Ciara, he was a Super Bowl caliber quarterback. With a defense, he was doing it. Right? He could read and pick up the blitz and shit. Now, he in love. The game don't matter that much. It's just a game, Malcolm. I mean, Jesus put me here for more reasons than that. Dude.
I think it was a bad fit. That's
I'm just saying.
That's funny.
So now he ain't got no team. I mean, come on. I can't pick you up. What do you want me to do with you?
Rick said, "Can I get a birthday shout out? My birthday was the 1st."
No, Rick, your birthday happened already. What are we, the birthday charity people up here? God damn it! I'm only kidding, Rick. Yeah, happy birthday to you. I'm only bullshit. Can I get a shout out to my birthday was 2 weeks ago? I just want to hear y'all say my name on the show. Thank you. I feel better now. My birthday means something to me. Shut the fuck up. What the hell is wrong with y'all? Can you shout out my man Tony, you know what I'm saying? Because, he just got a new job and stuff. Shout out Tony and shit. What we doing, shout out hours and shit? I'm only kidding. We have time for shout outs here. This is what we do.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Hit the like button, please.
Please hit the like button.
Hit the like button, please.
Yeah.
Speaking of the eclipse, it's supposed to be eclipse in April.
April 8th.
Yeah, closer to that time, we'll get
because we'll get some more information. We'll hit our resident people who will tell us what to look for, what to prepare for, and how we can, suck up some of that energy.
We did talk about Charlemagne getting heat for calling out Risa Teese a big back.
Yeah,
Nice.
He apologized.
Yes.
To her, and she went on a TV show and she milked it.
Yeah, of course.
It's a personality on the radio. I won't say his name. He called me Big Back, and I'm scarred. All that old bullshit.
With that being said, guys. If we missed your birthday, happy birthday to you. If we missed an anniversary, happy anniversary to you.
Hey, Gwendolyn, how you doing?
My son's birthday is
90.
Yeah, Rico Jazz. Son's birthday is 16. That is a good age, man.
16?
16.
As a guy?
Yeah, hell yeah. 16?
Yeah, 16 is a good age.
Hell yeah.
16 is a good age.
Like, you coming into, manhood. That's a good age, man. Going your college visits.
True or false, Malcolm is living out what you were learning at his age. It's different experiences.
Yeah.
What made me, I am the sum of my experiences, and I tried to make sure he didn't have those same experiences so that he can have his own experiences.
Absolutely.
And so he won't have the same outcome, the same view of life and things of that nature. Wish I was sitting here with my daddy. Daddy. She got an echo to it. Daddy. Maybe she ain't got those experiences. It's daddy right here and shit. I'm just saying what I'm saying, man. Just keeping it a bean for you, man.
Oh my gosh. Guys, thank y'all.
Yeah, we thank you, man. This is a great Monday opening to the week. We want you to guys have an amazing, amazing week.
Absolutely.
I also want to mention again, we thank you for the continued support that we received here. Every time you buy a shirt, it does mean something. A hat,
it does.
a book.
We appreciate it.
Like we said, we have no sponsors, and
it's you
we
people.
Still at 63,000, as everybody know.
I see it.
You see it, and it is what it is. But we love the support. We need to help build that membership, though.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind. If you can afford a membership, get ahead and get a membership for us.
And we're going to add some more stuff to it.
Yeah, because it does help.
All right? Yep. So like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and we will see you guys on Thursday.
We will see you guys on Thursday, show 460.
460. Peace.